is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time.
It's all about what does it take to break you.
Welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV, baby. And we back after another glorious win over them Georgia Bulldogs. And I got to say, hey, Georgia Bulldogs, that coaching staff, congratulations. Kirby Smart, you said the best. Continue to chop wood and you will eventually chop the tree down. You didn't chop the tree down this time, but you kept chopping wood and you put yourself back in the game. But before I continue, you know I cannot do this without my fabulous all-star cast, my all-star panel. I'm finna bring my guys in. Van Edwards and my man Roll Tide Rise Up.
Alabama is back as the champion. Devontae Smith. Risky throw picked up by Patrick Surtain.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Ooh. Man, I'm doing good. I might not have been doing so good though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was invested. Good Lord.
Hey, we was all on the same goddamn group text. I already know. But before we dive into it, you know I gotta bring my guy in. Rise up, man. Rise up.
If you are satisfied, if you are not hungry, you need to check yourself. They want to take what you got. You gotta go get it and go at it. Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you gotta make today count.
Fellas. Fellas. Hey man, listen.
Man.
I can smile right now. I'm smiling right now.
Man.
I wasn't smiling a few minutes ago though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, look, bro. Oh man, it's so crazy. I told y'all, I started titling my stuff. Hey, so put that on me. It was probably my fault because I was trying to make it easier for when we do this. I had Alabama destroys Georgia. if you see the title, it's Alabama survives Georgia 41-34. But it's not a nigga Saban problem. It's just you, Kirby. It's just you, baby. It's just you. But overall, I gotta say, it felt like we let up in the second half. Don't seem like we keep the same intensity. The defensive side of the ball seemed like they was keeping up with them, but the Georgia wide receiver was doing a good job at coming back to the balls that Beck was doing, and that was putting our DBs in the bind right there at times. But it seemed like in the second half we couldn't get it going as well. On the offensive side of the ball, play calling, but I don't know if it was play calling or did Georgia just really dial it up good in the second half, because you see they started trying to take away Muro's run game, and it seemed like we was trying to force that issue a bit too much at times. Right. That's just my little small opinion about it, though. But hey, we stuck it out. We survived. We won.
Oh, yeah.
We won. The name of the game is win. So
number one to me, and we should have learned this last year, and I'm guilty of it. If number 4's got the ball, we always got a shot to win the game.
Most definitely.
Milroe, man, I don't care how you feel about him. You may not think he's the most technically perfect quarterback you ever seen, but that man ain't never out of a ball game. And, you know, I questioned some of the play calling in the second half. I thought the offense got lazy a little bit. I think the coaches got a little lazy. We let our foot off the pedal. We let Georgia creep back in. Once momentum shifts, it's hard to get it back. The defense made mistakes, don't get me wrong, but they stayed out on that field a lot for about a quarter and a half there. Yeah. And offense didn't do them no favors by, you know, bunch of 3 and outs and punt, 3 and out and punt. Right. And, you know, when we got the turnover, we couldn't capitalize on it. Things like that, you got to do better at, because if we played that game again, you know what I'm saying? You know, it may be another close ball game, and you got to capitalize when you got the opportunity. So, man, it feels good to get the win. My hat's off to the Athens fans, but woo, man, I ain't kidding. My stomach hurts. My chest is tight. I got a dip in right now to calm my nerves. I usually don't try to do nothing with the show, but I need something for my nerves.
Hey, man, not gonna lie. Y'all know I'm an Alabama fan. People in the chat. I really wanted this to be a blowout, man. I really wanted it to be a blowout because now we still have to hear the talking from the Georgia fans that y'all actually came back and we had to come back and take the lead.
Man, I tell you, Carson Beck didn't play perfect, but at the same time, he gave them every opportunity to win. I know he threw a pick at the end of the game right there, but, man, he did a lot to put them back in the game, too. If I'm Georgia, I wouldn't sleep on him. I know a lot of people are going to be mad at him right now. He made mistakes in the ball game, but he kept you in the ball game, too.
As well, yup. Hey, man, let's shout out to the chat, man. We got 15 in the chat. We got Crimson Dad, Rise Up, Van Edwards, President Chip, man. Salute to you, baby. Salute to you. Jacob Arthur, A. Howard, Brittany B. 2 times. Salute, baby. Salute. Yeah, appreciate the congrats. Eric D, my guy. Lorenzo. Tom Reed, what's happening? And salute to you. Salute, my man Ken, Jeff Stapleton, Michelle Cochran. Man, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Thank y'all very much. But, man, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I got to go with Eric D. Number 4, number 6. Give us a chance in all time. And they've been saying that 4 plus 2 equals 6. Hey.
It damn sure does.
Different, man.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, dude, that spin move, man. I'm telling you, if I'd have tried that same move, I'd have been 15 yards to the right and over there by the Gatorade. That man's an athlete.
I would have lost the ball at the same time and on the sideline at the same time with the coach.
Yeah, the focus and concentration that young man have, man, is like, you know, man, that stuff that can't be taught. That's in him. It's just he's just naturally blessed with that, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But going back to something you said, you guys were talking about earlier, talking about letting up off the gas. They did, the coaching did. I'm not going to blame the players, but they were pushing the issue of running Miro. And if we don't think that Kirby was going to go in and make some adjustments, you know, then I don't, you know, they will make adjustments. I would think they will make adjustments. So you got to know that the team that you're beating is going to make some adjustments, and we had to make that adjustment. So, you know, and that was my thing, you know, like the adjustment, like, man, listen, we started playing up off the receivers a little bit. We stopped blitzing as much. We giving Carson Beck time in the pocket to pass. He got comfortable. So he got comfortable. He got in the rhythm. And so, you know, there you have it. So, I mean, I'm happy that we won. I really am. But I'm like you, Nick. I wanted a blowout. I wanted at least 2 touchdowns. You know, I wanted to be like, okay, this is a definite win. The way it was looking in the first half, like, okay, Alabama was like coming out here showing what it is. That game reminded me of some game last year where we played one half of football. Play one half. We got to play 4 quarters, man, because we, you know,
most definitely.
You know, if we continue going, we're gonna get in the playoffs, and you know, it's teams that put up points, and we have to continue to apply pressure, keep your foot on the neck. If you got the lead, or you got them down, you can't show no mercy, man. Listen, we shake hands after the game, but right now, I'm trying to win. You know, body blows and jabs is what I'm throwing.
Man, I gotta go with defense right here. Our DBs had to grow up tonight.
Yes, they did.
Hey man, our DBs did some good things, but yes, they had to learn. They had teachable moments, learn moments where they had to learn that. And the one thing that I'm so impressed with by this Alabama team, all night I kept saying a true freshman, a true freshman, a true freshman. The amount of true freshmen that we are playing, that we are trusting to put out on this field,
Crazy.
and I know it's one of those things you kind of got to right now because of lack of depth issues, but telling you the second half of the season is gonna be different with them guys because by that time they're gonna click into their sophomore mode. To the beginning of their sophomore mode at an early pace. So Xavier Brown got me sometime. My man Red Morgan did some things sometime, but the young guys, Jalen Mbakwe made big plays tonight. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, but they grew up as well. Xavier Brown, we seen that end, came down with an interception. Way to get your head around, son, and make a play on the ball.
Yes, sir.
Made the big play when it mattered, man. He got burned a couple of times, but he stepped up when the game mattered, and that's all you can ask a player.
Yes, most definitely, man. Man, but shoot, I'm trying to get this thing right. My bad. All right, so we're gonna talk about some of these quarterbacks. I didn't realize he threw the ball 50 damn times and like 27 for 50 with 439 yards. It goes back to say what you said, Van. Yes, he had 3 interceptions and a turnover and a fumble, but shit, just as well he had that. Just as well he kept him in the game.
He did.
Yep.
And Miro performance tonight was stupid too. 27 for 33, 374 yards, 2 touchdowns, the interception. It was sort of his fault because he threw it behind him, but I always say this. When a receiver put the hand on the ball, you got to bring that thing in.
Right.
But also, he had 16 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those are Michael Vick Madden numbers, right?
They really are.
Like took
Right.
In the first half, I felt like it could have been 3rd and 94, 4th and 94. I would have probably took my chances with Miro.
Yeah.
That's how he was in the first half. Now Trevor Etienne, 12 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. But I got to give it to Arian Smith from Georgia. He stepped up tonight and made big plays. He had 6 catches for 132 yards. And it's something about that dude, Arian Smith. When it comes to playing Alabama, he always making his presence felt in the game every time we play Georgia, man. Like, so at this point, I feel like you need to go ahead and graduate, sir. Because at a certain time, it feels like you've been there for a long time. And magnificent Ryan Williams, 6 catches for 177 yards, 1 touchdown. That is freaking crazy, bro, from a true freshman that should be a senior in high school. Who in the hell is doing that?
That young man.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Georgia can't slow him down, who can?
Yeah.
Right.
Who can slow down Ryan Williams? Honest to goodness, man. Like, well, first of all, we know he won't be there when he's a senior because he would have done went to the NFL in the first round. But man, I mean, this kid's impressive. He's got ice water in his veins too because he just shows up when he needs to. I mean, it's crazy. We didn't throw a ton of passes to him, but when he got the ball in his hands, it counted for something.
Yes,
and he's done that all year. I mean, he helped kind of get the ball rolling again against South Florida when we were just kind of barely getting it going, you know. Just think like that, man. Hey, shout out Kangaroo Black, by the way.
Hey, KB, if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you the link real quick. But that guy, Ryan Williams, man, man.
Big Jim, it says circle button. Ain't no lie, dude.
That's a fact, baby. That's a fact. And I like first half play calling so much because, hey man, we were kind of spot on with what they was going to do to goddamn hitting the underneath routes. That tight end play came into effect today. We seen Miro making the throws tonight, bro. Hey, for a long time, he was perfect with it for a long time.
Yeah,
for a long time of the game. And for anybody that's still got any doubt about Jalen Miro, Bro, I'm gonna just tell you, as a Bama fan, a true Bama fan since the baby boy, since George Teague is the reason why I fell in love with Alabama, because that game in the national championship, when that play happened, all I remember is my dad and my brother going goddamn crazy in the house, and that's when I really remember where goddamn Bama. It's blurry, but I remember them running crazy as hell. We was in Germany at the time. But
man, I remember that play too, man. I was a little kid when he run down Lamar Thomas and stripped him and turned it around. I'll never forget that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like I was saying, listen, if you ain't sold on Miro or not, as a Bama fan, kick rocks. If you call yourself a Bama fan, you're not sold on Miro or not, kick rocks, because Miro was the guy tonight. He was that dude. Ryan Williams was that dude, man. You know what's sad to say? He should be a senior, but be realistic. We got 2 more years of this dude. Sophomore junior season, man. He's gone, bro.
That's the truth. You know,
man.
Going back to what y'all was saying about the first half and the second half, like I had like 3 or 4 chats going on. So I'm chatting with y'all. Then I got my Alabama hate crew chat. You know, I got family that's Auburn and Tennessee fans. You know,
I'm sorry.
So it was quiet the first half. Second half, my phone, oh Lord, it's going on. It's just going on. I say anybody in orange, God hate all y'all. Anybody team got orange. But
I already feel that way. They would have never picked that color.
But I'm also in the chat with B Jam, and I want to say with B Jam, they said we got to keep up in the second half what we're doing in the first half. Basically, we got to bring that same, and we saw what happened. You know, you got to bring that same intensity. So, I mean, we as fans see it. I know we armchair coaches or whatever, want to couch coaches, but you know, sometimes I be wondering, like, we see this. Why can't you see this, coach? You know, like, come on, man. What's the deal here? So,
one thing about Georgia that impressed me tonight was the 4th down efficiency. Them motherfuckers went perfect 5 for 5 tonight with this shit. Like,
that shit pissed me off.
We was talking about getting off the field on 3rd down. God damn it, can we get off the field on 4th down?
Right.
Can we get off the field on 4th down?
Good Lord.
And another thing that crept back into play a little bit, 10 penalties for 90 freaking yards.
Yeah.
Now, some of the penalties I think be fucking bogue a little bit, but a lot of them was spot on tonight. Like, you know, pass interference, like, but they were missing calls and shit both ways or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that shit snuck back into play. I still say after the night, I am confident about our offensive line play for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I am confident. But I seen when they start bringing the pressure, it did get a little hectic at times for them or whatever, but that was cool. Tonight, we actually ran, where was it? The amount of plays, I can't remember, but I think we ran like 65 plays tonight. That's better. But the whole game, you thought the first half we were kicking Georgia butt, but they started catching back up to us because they ended up having like 27 first downs and we had 23, whatever. But like I said, it's just a testimony to Georgia, what they got over there, man. I ain't even mad at it. I'm just glad we won. We got this one. King Bryant, what's going on? Go Dog forever. Good game, y'all. Most definitely a good game. Most definitely a good game. But second half, I really wish we could have scored one more time before the second half. I wanted that one more score, bro, because first half, I really started seeing Carson Beck was losing confidence. Confidence that we gave them the confidence to end up throwing for 400 some yards. We gave them that confidence because first half we were taking confidence out. Like, man, how many balls that slipped through our freaking hands tonight? Like, We had 3, but man, there was so many that slipped through our freaking fingers tonight.
Right. I'm with you, man. I was hoping we got down there and scored one more time before the half. You know, for one to boost up the lead, 2 to take some more win out of the Carson Beck and the whole entire cast from Georgia. But we didn't do it. Georgia went in and Kirby said whatever he said to the guys when they came out, and they made adjustments. They made adjustments and they played well, and you have to take your head off to them. I mean, I don't want to, but I don't want to take my head off to them, but I have to give credit where credit is due, man. Those guys came fighting, bro. They were back against the wall and they came out swinging. You know?
Yeah, most definitely. Oh boy, god dang. My man said he thought Bet would throw a touchdown against Bama, but Saban Brown, Saban Brown stepped up during that moment. Kellen, you talk about that one play in the half where Kia Saab got, I don't know, he got twisted up or something, and I was like, God damn it, you've been doing good all this damn year. And them just be the emotions then during the moment.
Right.
But also, man, that damn Xavier Brown got down. That not Xavier Brown, but what you call it? Keon Sabb that moment, man. But overall, man, I'm just happy. I'm happy that Coach the boy got his game out the way as a Bama fan. Exciting game, and we got it out the way because we needed that.
Right.
We needed that.
Yep.
Moving forward.
That was a hell of a win, man. Hell of a win for the board, man.
So I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all think we need to do to keep the same intensity? But what do we need? Do y'all see any corrections that we need to make moving forward?
Let you go first, man.
All right.
Yep.
Me? No, you good. For me, man, just not letting the foot off the pedal. We had all the momentum in the world. We even got a stop coming in the first, coming out at halftime. Georgia's got the ball first. We still get a stop.
Yeah.
We got to go out on offense and help the defense out, put together drives. And it really, the play calling was so good in the first half. I wasn't in love with some of the trickery. I know what they were trying for. I get it. But when most everything's working, just keep doing what's doing and let them stop it. If they can stop it, move on. But yeah, man, being conservative when you got a lead, I get it. I understand it. It's an old way of thinking. But good grief, man. That second half, boy, I went through a gambit of emotions there. I was on a high. Now, I wasn't celebrating because Georgia's a good football team.
Yeah.
I never feel comfortable with the lead against Georgia. I don't care how big the lead is. They're a good football team. So I wasn't just crazy like, we done won the game. Nah, I ain't stupid. Good football teams ain't never out of a football game. But we had the opportunity, I felt like, to actually put them away early and never let them back in the game. And we slipped up on that. And sometimes when you lose momentum and you start stalling out on offense, it's hard to get it going again. And some of the things that you normally could do don't work. And then I don't know. It was just a weird feel about it, man. I really wish we could have tried to run the ball a little more.
Yes.
Get the running backs involved. I felt like we were actually running up the gut a few times in the third and not looking too bad for them 5 yards. I mean, let's go with it. And what Marcus said down here, we stopped blitzing. And then we just kind of backed off of that. And he starts getting his confidence back. And, those young DBs, they got attacked and they didn't have an answer necessarily for it. And we kind of, I don't know, the play calling got stale on both sides of the ball for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. For me, same thing, man. What can we do better? Keep up the intensity. Like he said, man, if you got your foot on the neck, keep your foot on the neck, man. I'm Cobra Kai. No mercy. You know, like I
Sweep
said,
the leg.
we'll shake hands in the middle of the field at the end of the game, sportsmanlike. But right now, we trying to win this game. We ain't trying to let you back in. I don't want to have to be looking over my shoulder. You know, I got the victory. I want to keep the victory. So, keep your foot on the gas. When you see they make adjustments accordingly. They were trying to run Miro a little bit too much in that second half. Listen, they keyed in on Miro. They keyed in on that, so they're gonna shut that down. That's okay. We got 3, 4, 5 running backs there, and we still got other things going on. Tight ends, we can different things. You can sauce it up a little bit, and we got a little bit too conservative, man. And those 3 and outs will kill you, because you keep your defense on the field. And you lose momentum that way. You really lose momentum with a bunch of 3 and outs. So
yeah, man. And for me, it was the defensive side about like he did start dialing up stuff that they haven't seen that was giving them fits, but it seemed like we let up off that defensive play calling.
Yeah,
it seemed like it seemed we was showing something, showing blitz, then we'll drop back into something. It was like we was confusing them. The time we was sending them, and we was affecting his way of thinking. But it seemed like second half we let up off that. Second half about the Miro running. That you can tell they came in game plan for that. They came in second half and they playing for that. It was times when Miro should have handed the ball off, but it was one time I think Jam Miller went on like a little jet sweep to the outside type thing, whatever. He should have gave it to Jam Miller because it was wide open on that side. But he kept the ball. It was a couple times he kept it when he should have just handed it off. But yeah, we got to get better on keeping the offense and the defense guessing, because we was giving Carson Beck some look that in the first half it was a couple throws he was completing, but I just had to give it to him. It was a hell of a good throw. You when they bracket you and you dropping the right in, hey, those are throws that you earn right there. And when you playing a Carson Beck or a good quarterback, a good team, you got to keep it at that level. You got to keep it. You know what I'm saying? If they beat you by making the hard throws, well, so be it. But you got to keep them on their toes. You got to keep them off balance. Because, like I said, we did have at the first half, Carson Beck was losing confidence. I seen it in every throw. He lost confidence. It seemed like at one point, every other damn throw, it was being touched by an Alabama defender. It seemed like.
Yep.
And the run game. Oh, we gotta get Miller and we should have got Miller and Hayes, Justice Hayes going a little bit more, man. A little bit more. And I know it's easier said for us, because when you look at Miller running stats, you be like, oh, hell yeah, he got this. He had 100 yards in the first goddamn half. But second half, somebody should have been knocking on the door for 100 or had 100.
Right.
As a running back. But
I see several comments here that I agree with. Marcus says the running back stopped fighting for yardage. It felt like that on a few plays, kind of like they just give up on the play a couple of times. B. Jammin had said something earlier up here. Let me see this here. He said it looked like the playbook in the first half was like something we hadn't seen all season. The second half, it felt like the same old plays again. And I agree with that, man. That play calling, that was the tale of 2 different halves for Alabama. That was something a little different in the second half. And I think we got happy with a lead. You see it happen with a lot of teams. You get happy with a lead, you get comfortable, you back off a little bit. It happens.
And I would tell my son when we're watching the game together, I would tell him, if I'm Coach Kelly the boy at half, I'm going in there cussing their ass out like they ain't did a damn thing. For real. I'm coming there cuss you out like you ain't did a goddamn thing today. And you need
keep you pissed off.
And you need to come out and play better.
That was Saban used to do. Yeah.
It used to be a straight blowout. You see Saban cussing the goddamn 20 of Stringer out because
Speaking of that, first time I seen the boy like fired up tonight. I saw him fired up tonight. It was on that pass interference, no call. But I was like, okay, there you go. You got it in you.
Oh, my man Ken said Georgia's defense is hot garbage. What's y'all take on that? How y'all feel about that?
Nah, bro.
I think we caught them early. We punched them in the mouth. We got them away from what they probably wanted to do, was try to run the ball more, but we put them behind on the scoreboard so fast they really couldn't do that. And defensively, I mean, when a team comes out hot like that and they're doing stuff that you probably hadn't seen necessarily on film from the whole team all year, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in something like that. But you gotta kind of hand it to them. About midway from the second quarter through the third quarter, man, they wasn't giving up nothing.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. I'm like, that's why I asked you how y'all feel about that, because the first half, you can tell we were playing off of adrenaline and just hype. Georgia settled in second half, and they came out and played. They their style of defense, but it just they were so behind that things probably didn't look the same way, because Georgia started going for it every time fourth down. Most of them were like, why they keep going for it? I said, they are in a situation where you can't really settle for a punt and put the ball back in the hero hands, and he might bust it open for a goddamn, you never know what might happen with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what my man said, he like defense said, I like E-Man. I thought tonight we were gonna see a heavy dosage of E-Man tonight after that first catch, but I tell you what, there was a big momentum thing for Alabama during that time. I'm like, hell yeah, we dropping deep passes off the E-Man from the get-go. Let's do it.
Right. Exactly.
I thought Kendrick Law would have played a bigger part in the game tonight, but
Me too.
When he got the opportunity, he did what he did,
Right.
You had said something earlier too about, like, we were starting to get the tight ends involved a little bit. We got some fullback action out there with Oops a little bit. I know he's tight end, but he kind of plays all over.
Yeah.
Right.
And we got them involved a few times, and then we stopped doing it, and it was working. Yeah. And man, just stuff like that. Sometimes you just got to go back to the same play again. If something works, let's work again. I know you don't want to go to the well too many times, but we've done it. We've done it as far as with Milroe running the ball. Sometimes we get too reliant on it. I think the element of surprise of him escaping the pocket sometimes on an obvious passing play is where he's the most dangerous, because teams start to key on him after stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But Georgia's a good football team, man. I wouldn't bet against them the rest of the season.
Hell no. My man Ryan said Georgia gets Texas October 19th. That's gonna be interesting. Georgia after Texas is rolling right now. They're going crazy right now.
Boy, they look rough in the first half of
today. They
did. First half. But I mean, everybody has some games. We've had that game this year. Georgia had that game against Kentucky. I mean, you're going to have in games.
So you got that. So Georgia coming into this game, they had a struggle win against Kentucky. They just lost Alabama. Oh, yeah, Georgia, we broke our little season winning streak. I forgot.
Sure did. We sure did.
Oh, y'all can start talking. That's the past now, Georgia. So, but that game going to be different. If Tennessee remains undefeated, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, y'all look good, but after this Georgia loss, the way I think Georgia going to respond, the way they came out second half, the way they responded, and for the remainder of the season, Texas, I don't think y'all win that game, bro. I don't think y'all win that game.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to step on you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I will say this. This didn't feel like the same Georgia defense that we're used to.
No,
they ain't giving up 40-something points most years. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's usually a hard fought. If you get a lead, you can play defense, try to keep it. I mean, it didn't feel Georgia's defense is not bad. Alabama's defense don't look like it did 10 years ago either, but they still kept them in the ball game when it, but their defense. But Texas ain't played nobody as physical as Georgia yet.
Nope.
No.
They have.
I'm not saying who's going to win because we ain't seen enough film out of Texas yet because I'm still waiting on them to play a really good opponent. I mean, they played Michigan, but whatever. Minnesota almost come back on them today. But I'm interested to see that game, man. I'm really, really curious. If they could slow down Texas's offense, and Georgia's got a shot with anybody.
One thing we know, Quinn Ewers is good back there. But when Quinn Ewers get rattled, he a different mofo too.
Yeah.
He a different mofo too.
He's made out of glass sometimes, dude. I don't think I've ever seen him play a full season.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and don't pop him a couple times. You pop him a couple times, he go down. That's what it is. And does Arch Manning have that it factor enough to pull out a win against a Georgia team, an upset Georgia team? Like, Georgia finna be different. I'm going to tell you one thing, too, that I noticed. I said Georgia looks a little different. This something looks a little off. Georgia is not healthy, bro. They're not all the way healthy, bro.
No. No, they were missing some key guys. But anyways, Rise Up, I interrupted you earlier, man. What was you going to say?
Shit, I forgot.
That's my fault.
No, you good. So who does Georgia have next? Anybody know?
I think Georgia said Auburn.
Oh shit, poor Auburn.
They got getting pissed off. How where y'all play them at? Do y'all play where they play? I hope they play them in Auburn so they can. I love when Auburn loses in Auburn, bro. I love that so much.
I just love when Auburn loses. I don't give a damn if it's in Auburn, if it was at a Lee County high school game. I don't give a shit. I just want Auburn to lose. I don't care where they do it at. Just do it.
Right.
And you know when Auburn took the lead today, it got to a point. I'm like, man, I hope they start rolling Toomer's corner, and Oklahoma come back and win. Well, they ain't start losing. They ain't start doing it, but Oklahoma came back.
And win.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When they went up by 11, I nearly went out to the store when they had bought some toilet paper in case a bunch of fans went and bought it up real quick. You know, you gotta think ahead.
It's so bad for Auburn because Oklahoma had all those wide receivers out. They had a backup quarterback.
True freshman, first game, road game in a hostile environment. You got to give Auburn is a hostile environment, you know.
Yeah, mostly at each other right now. They mostly mad at each other. But I'm telling y'all, we talked about this the other day on the show. Auburn got 2 more games that they can easily lose, especially the Georgia game. That up to then. After that Georgia game, there'll be the same amount of games that Hugh coached that Brian Harsin had the chance to coach, and Harsin will have had 1 more win than Hugh Freeze did in the same amount of time. Crazy, man.
And it's so crazy that the energy they have for Harsin around this time is this not the same energy that they're gonna have with Hugh Freeze, because I be saying what my Auburn fans be saying, they really believe in Hugh Freeze. And hell if I don't, shit, they might turn around and be awesome moving forward. I don't fucking know. I hope not. But listen, bro, let's do his track record for real. He ain't really do nothing at Ole Miss. Yes, he lit it up at Liberty, but listen, it was Liberty.
Now, to his credit, whether he paid them or not when it wasn't a time to be legally paying them, he recruited like hell at Ole Miss. I mean, he really did.
Oh, yeah.
That 2013-2014 recruiting class was something special. There's a lot of those guys went to the NFL.
Years he had that dude, Robert Condici, on defense. That dude was a mofo.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And I don't understand how they didn't even at least win the SEC West.
Right.
Yeah, that's facts.
Wow.
And
what you hired was a guy that beat Saban twice and was a perennial 8-5 guy. I mean, realistically, that's what you, on average, that's about what he was doing. And you hired a guy that beat Saban twice and thought, yeah, here we go. Well, Saban's retired, And last time I checked, Gus Malzahn beat Saban more than Hugh Freeze did. So I think I just stuck with what I had, honestly.
For real.
I want to bring up this one thing about killing the boy. What is it with killing the boy in these type games? And I'm referring to the Texas game when you up, you smacking their ass, but all of a sudden they get close as hell to almost about to win the damn thing. Like, what the hell is going on with that, man?
Dude, I don't know.
Listen, I need them to stop that now. I need them to stop that. Okay. This is it. You did it with Bama once. That's it.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm overweight. I don't eat good. I got a nicotine habit. I can't take all that stress. I can't do this every week.
I got 5 kids.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of goddamn work.
Bro, listen. If we had lost, you know, I had to go to work and hear them food mouth. Oh my God, bro. It was, like I said, it's like 5 of us.
I got you on that, Jeff Stapleton.
It's like 5 of us in my job, Bama fan. And I just found out like yesterday, like 2 people were Bama fans. I didn't know they were Bama fans. They came through because everybody asked like, you know, like, who you got in the game? And I rolled Tide. They're like, wait a minute, you a Bama fan? I'm like, of course.
What the hell? hey, look, I know at work they probably call you a name, but I was about to say, how the hell you didn't know his name is Roll Tide Rise Up? I know they call you. I know you ain't got about it at work though.
He legally changed his name like Prince did.
Yeah. So it's me from Alabama, the other dude from South Carolina, one guy from Alabama, and 2 guys from Georgia, and they diehard Bama fan. Like I told you yesterday, we will have to stand back to back, and you know, like when a prison ride, we got to get it in from. But I'm just so happy I can go to work Monday and talk my noise. I ain't got to listen to them food.
Hey, y'all look at the comment of my guy, President Chip said.
I'm gonna be honest. I get the frustration, but man, Kirby brought y'all 2 national championships, one hell of a winning streak. Man, y'all have had some impressive players. I wouldn't be too down about it. I wouldn't be too down about it. And one game does not make the season, especially with a 12-team playoff.
And we said it. Regardless who wins the game, of course, we really want to win it. Both sides. Sure. But it was almost like an exhibition game, bro. Like, right. For real. Yep. Like with the 12-team playing off being the fact, this shit was almost like just a random game on Madden or NCAA. Right. That was like for real.
Right, yeah. That game did not get out the playoffs and none of that type of stuff. But you know what, Chip? I'm gonna say this about President Chip. President Chip has become the Bama fan that people be fussing about. You know, the ones that you're gonna win it all, or it's like we mad or we pissed off if we don't win by 100 points. If we don't, you know, whatever the case may be, that's Chip now. Like Chip, bro, yeah. Listen, you guys are good. You're still recruiting high. Kirby ain't going nowhere. Y'all good.
You fine.
Don't fall out with your team, Chip.
I don't think he's falling out with him, and I agree with everything he said. but do Chip not be telling their ass though?
He does, man. I see him in KB chat room. He tries to tell him.
They don't be listening.
Nah, they don't want to listen to Chip. They call the man out and everything.
He a fake Georgia fan compared to the Georgia fan.
Dude,
they got them around for a long time. Well, around long enough to see what's been going on. Goddamn it!
Dude, he'll get on the phone on KB's live, man, and the Georgia fans be dogging him harder than Alabama fans do. I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all should support your fellow. Support your fellow fans, man. Leave that to us.
Can't be crazy and be rooting them all too. You're telling the truth.
KB's a habitual line stepper, man.
Oh, yeah, he definitely gonna do that.
He's instigating. He don't care, dude.
Hyping that man up.
Just Stapleton, the dude that we trying to flip is Michigan commit Ivan Taylor, the son of Ike Taylor, and I even seen on Bama Standard that they dropped something called Bama Cafe with my boy Jonathan Hill, C. and Daniel Petty. That was pretty dope. But I had said on our show the other day that when I was just going over the small list of recruits that it's real buzz about we're gonna probably get Ivan Taylor, and a kid like that I really like. I like the kids that come up from the NFL guys, man, because their IQ is bit much different than just my son IQ would be. You know what I'm saying? They have that NFL pedigree that they grew up with, and so they have their fathers that's training in the white race, letting them realize different things, and he can be our Malachi Moore if we can flip him and give him to Alabama. He could be our Malachi Moore type.
Man, that feels crazy to me because I used to root against his daddy because he was at the Steelers.
It's so crazy though.
You know, we've been a Ravens fan. I don't like no Steelers, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how we seeing all like the guys that we grew up watching, how their kids then came around now, man. That's wild as hell, bro.
Trust me, I'm feeling old.
Yes, sir. But man, overall, good game today. I like what we did today. I was very impressed with what we did today. Then I got unimpressed today with what we did in the second half, but I understand too. Sometimes they just how the goddamn game go. It never goes away exactly 100% the way us fans wanted to go. Because if you would have asked us, we would have put on another 30 points in the second half, and expecting Jordan not to adjust to it. And that just shows us fans the lack of, I'm gonna say, immaturity that we have towards the game for our team. That we had to be crazy if we thought Georgia just was gonna come out stellar in the second half and not make any type of adjustments and not try to put the pressure on.
Right.
With all that being said, damn, that I wanted to blow out.
I was just about to say that sounds good now. I want to
Man, I'm sorry. I can't help but read that comment that's up on the screen right now, man. The one that President Chip said, "Look, dude, I get it. Trust me, we got some dumbass fans on our side too. That's every damn team in the country."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly. You got your one that just don't. I mean, they just tunnel vision. Don't see anything but what their team is. They don't see the flaw in their team. They just see what they want to see, and
they'll have their team winning by 70, and they barely lose the game, and they think the team's the worst team in the country till the next week, and then they think they're the best team again. Man,
But let me ask this question. Does Coach Kelly DeBoer possibly have a chance to be the next GOAT at Alabama? It's hard to say he can do what Saban did because if he doing that good, I don't think the motherfucker staying that long. I think he go to goddamn the NFL. Just me personally, but do we? In the end, he's not on the Mount Rushmore of Alabama coaches now. But in the end, do you think we can put him up there? And it is real early now. We ain't even made no playoff yet. We ain't even been to a national championship game yet. But do you think we'll be able to do that? Does he have that feel about him? I'm gonna say
the feel. I say yes. It all depends on how long he stays. It all depends on how long he stays. Whether he go to the NFL or some other college team. The thing about Saban had already been around. So he didn't coach college, he didn't coach NFL. The NFL wasn't a thing. So when he came to Alabama, he already knew, like, this is it, right? This is it for me. This is my last stop. So I'm gonna lay it out on the line here. I ain't know, to be honest with you, I don't think, and this is just me talking, y'all. This ain't, this is not law or written nowhere. But I don't think Saban, when he first came, had plans on being here 17 years. I really don't think he had plans on being in Alabama that long. I think the ride just became so tremendous. We start winning, and all of a sudden now Alabama getting all kind of recruits. We're not on probation, and then we're getting recruits, and this team is coming back from the old. And I think he just kind of like, you know what, I'm here. I like it. It's my home now. I have a house here. I'm gonna ride this thing out until I call it quits, and that's what he did. But as far as the boy, I don't know if he stays that long. If he does, I think it's possible. I think he can be the next GOAT. But this is where I would draw the line. I don't want to compare him to Saban and Bryant, because he's not Saban or Bryant. And I say that, we try to make, like Michael Jordan, right? Everybody like, this is the next Michael Jordan, this is the next. There'll never be another Michael Jordan.
No.
There'll never be another Michael Jordan. There'll never be another Michael Jackson. There'll never be another Elvis Presley. There'll never be those type of people. We put our expectations on people, and if they fall short of what we think that great is or Saban is or whatever, then they're not good. Nope. He may be the next coach. He may get more than 6 if he stay there long, but he may not. Let's say he get 3 or 4. Is there not who would want that? I mean,
who else doing that?
Right. So
and see what you just said was, we try to put people in our own expectation, but what makes great, what makes the greats great is they're their own self.
Right.
Nick Saban ain't come in and try to be fucking Bear Bryant, and Coach Kellen DeBoer, the way he came in, he understands and respects everything Coach Saban did, but he's not trying to be Coach Saban. He's doing this thing the way he has built all his programs, and thus far it's working out. It's still an early season, just the fourth game of the season.
Right.
We still got a lot of season left, and he on the right path. And one thing I want to bring up is, these are not all the guys that he officially just handpicked. Of course, when he came in, he had to do some talking to and re-recruiting to get those guys back. But just think about when he gets his hand-picked guys, his quarterback, his offensive lineman guys that he wants. It's gonna really be a different thing. He's making this team that he has now work for him, because he understands these are some talented mofos that's already here. So yes, we finna make this work. Man, we seen with Jalen Miro tonight what he did with Jalen Miro in the play calling they had the first half. Listen, we ain't seen Jalen Miro have some good moments at Alabama, but that first half of this game, we ain't seen Jalen Miro look that good in none of them goddamn games.
Right.
SEC championship against Georgia last year, he did some good shit, but he didn't look this goddamn good. Jalen Miro looked like he had fucking microchips or something in him. He was playing like he was a damn transformer out there in the first half.
Right. Man, I want you to answer that question then. I got a question for y'all.
All right. It's hard to say. I'm not scared of being wrong. It's awful early in his career, but you got to think after a win tonight, the big game against the number 2 team in the country. I mean, he's off to a hell of a start. He's got a hell of a resume coming into Alabama. I think that helps a lot. I think he's got the potential to be. I know a lot of people in the chat room is not going to like the guy that I mentioned, but Urban Meyer was on that fast track too. He didn't have the ability to sustain a program, but he could build the hell out of a program. We've seen it at Utah. We've seen it at Florida. And then he went to Ohio State when they had kind of been down, been under some sanctions, this, that, and the other, and whipped them right back into shape and won championships at multiple schools.
Right.
And And honestly, I think if he'd kept playing, coaching in college football, he would have been up there. You know, I don't think he would have passed Saban. I don't know that anybody can. Well, I hate to say it, I'm sure people thought nobody could pass Bear Bryant too.
What?
You know, there's always somebody around the corner. There's always a new time. But, man, he beat possibly the best coach in college football right now. Head-to-head tonight. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. It wasn't pretty at times, but it worked. And so, yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, yeah, he's got the ability to be just as good as Saban. I think that the same goes for Kirby. He's already got 2 chips in the bag. He's relatively young. And Georgia just keeps rolling right now. They're a top 5 program every year. So, yeah, man, I really think the board's got the possibility of living up to the standard that has been set by, you know, amazing coaches before him at Alabama.
Yeah. Okay, so Nick had asked the question of, do we think the board lives up to, you know, becoming a GOAT one day, you know? And he said, wait till he get his guys. Wait till he get all his handpicked guys. Now, my question for you guys is, him coming from the West, the Mountain West, and then the Pac-12 at the time, they play a different style of football, right?
Yeah.
Their guys are generally smaller. You know, it's more speed type of deal in that situation. Now, with him coming to Bama, so far this, you know, like you said, we're only 4 games under his belt. But he sees a different athlete here than versus where he was. Do you think he starts to change his mindset a little bit, pivot a little bit? Like, hey, listen, I was all about, you know, speed and this and this and this, but these big guys out here, we need that. It's a different ball game. What do you think about it, Nick? I see you got your hand up.
Oh, this is what I've been saying to some people too. One of the I talked about with All Dog. Congratulations to All Dog, man. Y'all played a hell of a game tonight, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Appreciate you for tuning in too. And I talked about it with him about I ain't the biggest fan. I ain't too fond of the West Coast guys. I am not. But if we're going to get the best out of the West Coast guys, let's get them. But I believe by him coaching in the SEC and having guys on the coaching staff that have SEC ties, that's going to really make him really into the Southern style, the Alabamas, Georgias, Louisianas, the Floridas, the Texas. He's going to hone in on that because that's what good coaches do. Good coaches are not too big, not to change up the style of the style, the way they think. If you're a successful coach, you got to change the way you think. See, Nick Saban, think about it, the way he wanted to play football, all defense and run the ball. Shit, he got to a point where, I got to switch this shit up. Even on his later part of the career, he got to the part where we, as Bama fans, we had gripe about it, but I even believe he started realizing that, a lot of these coaches leaving me because they got to say, they saying I'm a micromanager, and I believe he was trying that. Do I wish he would have got back the way he do and just fuck it and got down and micromanage? Yes, I do wish he would do that. But I believe that was him realizing, like, damn, I'm having a lot of culture turnover right now because of my ways. And I believe he tried that. So with that being said, killing the boy, I think he's going to be a great coach. He's still going to recruit what he's familiar with, but he's going to get more familiar with being down here in Alabama and down south. He's going to get more familiar with it. So, yes, I do think he start recruiting the SEC built type guys, caliber guys.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think when you coach a program as big as Alabama, he may be a West Coast guy, but I think he realized real quick when he got to Alabama, you got to be nationwide to get the best players to compete. To try to make Alabama sustain the success, you can't be in any one place. You gotta pull from everywhere. You know, the big programs do that.
Yeah.
I would have never really thought of a West Coast guy and the way he run the offense 5 years ago, I would have been like, nah, I would never work here. Then I watched him play against Texas in the playoff last year, and it changed my mind. DeBoer had been on my radar for a few years, even when he was a coordinator at Indiana, because I liked his play call. I like his developmental, the way he developed quarterbacks and other players, But when I watched what he did with Washington, it just kind of eased my mind. When they hired him, I was like, man, that's a great hire. I was happy about it. And like you said, NSJ, you've got to adapt to be great. You can be a good coach. Clemson's got a good coach right now. He's won some championships, and they're still in the fight right now. But his inability to adapt to the ways of college football's movement is kind of holding him back a little bit because they look a little suspect with skill players. So we will see if he's got that ability when he starts losing coordinators. Can he make good hires? Because even Saban, as great as he was the last few years, I question some of his hires. I understand him going after maybe not so big names, trying to get them to stay for a little while. Let them build their resume up. They're not somebody that everybody's just going to try to grab and make a head coach after a year or two. I understood it, but at the same time, it felt like he kind of passed the buck to them and didn't micromanage, like you said, as much. And it felt like the team, it was hurting them a little bit. So we'll see. So far I like his coordinator hires. Got to quit getting complacent when we got a lead and just put our foot on our throat and end this thing. But that's things you learn. But, dude, he's proved something tonight to me. I mean, go in and beat Georgia and then come back and get the lead there at the end, and you got no momentum on your side no more. And to come back and do that, he may adapt his play style a little bit, after getting a quarterback like Miller. He may look at that and go, look, these dual threat quarterbacks, being able to pound the rock with good running backs, maybe I don't want to be so pass happy. Maybe I will try to work this into what I like to do. We'll see. It's going to be exciting to watch, man.
Yeah. And when we even talk about the West Coast guys, like Aldal said, he said, and we'll definitely be after the best in the West, but his footprint will be in the South. And let's talk about tonight. West Coast guys, Damani Jackson, Xavier Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The best out the West at the time, coming out of high school, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And even with that being said, I'm going to speak a little bit more on Damani Jackson. We ain't talk about enough that how many yards he has given up from that position, honestly. Before the night, he only gave up like 7 yards. And he had a hell of a game tonight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, definitely he'll be after the best in West, but after being in the South, playing against a Dan Lanning, a Steve Sarkisian team, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be after those guys. Even the Michigan, they're not the South, but shit, the way they played football last year, you would have thought they was the SEC team. The way they played football last year,
especially them trenches, bro. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Chapman family in the chat. I see you. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. I see where President Chip put a comment here. He said that a 23-year-old got owned by a kid who's supposed to be worried about his senior prom and shit. But nah, he cooking grown men over 6 feet because we got trash DBs. You DBs ain't trash, man. Ryan Williams is just special. There's just certain guys that come along sometimes and you just know. I remember watching Randy Moss back in the day in college, and he played for a team that nobody really talked about back then, and he was cooking guys. And it's just guys that are different. Julio Jones was like that. He was a bigger physical guy, but you could feel it the first ball game you watched him. He was just different. So, hey, y'all DBs didn't give up much more than what we did. In fact, we give up more passing yards than y'all did. So, I mean, it's an opportunity for Georgia to learn and grow from this. I've seen Alabama come off a loss from Texas last year and get better.
Damn right.
Right. Hey, Chip, man, you lose some, you win some, you lose some. But like I said, man, you can't win every game. You're gonna, it's just the law of averages gonna catch you sooner or later. But just know your last 3 losses came at the hands of Alabama Crimson Tide. That's all.
Gotta throw that little bit in.
I'm just saying.
Hey, to be fair, and there's some good Georgia fans out there that I enjoy talking to. But if this had went the other way, they'd be lighting us up in the chat so bad. And we're handling y'all with kid gloves right now. So to be fair, you gotta. You remember when they won the national title over us? Oh my God. Man, you couldn't tell them nothing. You tell them good game, and they'd be bragging. They wouldn't hit you with a good game. They'd just be talking shit to you. So I ain't forgot. I remember some of them people.
Oh boy, you would have thought they won the last 6 national championships.
And to be fair, Alabama's got them same hands.
Hey,
I've seen Alabama fans predicting we're gonna win 40-10 and all this shit. And I'm like, Georgia's too damn good for that. It ain't happening, dog.
I'm telling you, on Bam Now this week, somebody came on there and said 45-0. I said, shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. When we went up 28-0, that shit crossed my mind. I thought, damn.
Yeah, doggone profits. He knew what he was talking about. Yeah, I don't know. You know, man, like I said, Chip, bro, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Oh, dog, let me get on your case. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Lord. Chip.
Hey, y'all is no.
Somebody need to do a wellness check on Chip. Make sure that man don't hurt himself. If he's
we're gonna need a wellness check if any of y'all ever talk to him outside of this format.
Michael Vick went to jail for dog fighting. I don't want y'all to go to jail for this shit. Nah.
Hey, I do got a question. You know, the last debate, Trump was talking about folks was eating dogs and cats, and he's seen us eat some dogs tonight. You think he's gonna be talking about it?
He
eat dogs in Tuscaloosa.
Hell, I was at the game and I thought I was in Springfield. What is eating them dogs?
I keep seeing texts and posts talking about some Tuscaloosa to New Springfield, Ohio.
Oh shit, boy! I love this shit. Man. I love doing this shit though, cause man, all college football fans, we crazy as hell, bro. I'm just saying, all of us are crazy as hell.
I am. I know I am.
I know I am. Hey, I wish I could record myself where I work at, because the way I'm gonna be in that building Monday, and the way folks be coming up to me, because they be ready to give it to me when we lose. And I was telling myself, I said, when Ryan Williams got the last touchdown, I said, hey, y'all wonder why Alabama fans are the way we are, because y'all cannot live up to the expectations.
Right.
Well, I got a question. Did y'all watch any other games today?
Oh, most definitely I did.
I was at work all day, so
I remember. Look, I need the money to pay for cable and shit, but damn, I need to watch football today.
What game surprised you today? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Colorado game, the way they dominated UCF surprised me. I got to give it to Colorado. That was a good win. That was a damn good win. I really thought UCF would be able to run the ball down their throat, control the tempo. But man, that high-powered offense of Colorado, they answered fast and they never let up. I mean, I got to give it to Dion. I know a lot of us clown him sometimes, but that was a damn good win for his team.
Hey, before I move on to that, Chip said Nick Saban Jr., who wins, Texas or Bama right now? And I'm going to tell you, it is not me being no Bama fanboy shit. I'm telling you, teams that like to live off that past, the defense we got now is the team, is what I trust against a pass-happy team. I trust that shit against a pass-happy team. The reason why I was concerned about Georgia, because I'm like, if they get a motherfucking run game going, what the hell we going to do the way we've been goddamn stopping runs lately? Yep. But the boy against the Texas team, our Texas team last season, and he beat that team. Oh, shit. I still got my money in the bank for goddamn on Alabama, baby.
Hey, as long as number 4 back at quarterback, and it's hard to pick against him.
Say it again?
I said, as long as Milroe's back there quarterback, and it's hard to pick against him.
Yeah, most definitely. Because Texas defense isn't that same physical defense as last year.
Nope.
But go back to your point, what you were talking about, the Colorado game. Yes, I thought Kendrick Jefferson didn't have a bad game, though. He didn't have a bad game. But I thought I'm about to call them Arkansas, but UCF, I thought they was gonna be able to goddamn on control that shit enough more. That dude Shador Sanders, man, that's the dude at quarterback. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah, that's the dude at quarterback, bro. Yep. That is a dude, man.
And damn old what's his name? The one that plays both sides. Best individual football player to me. He does everything that's asked of him. He don't take no plays off. That man plays both sides of the ball. I mean, you got to give it to him. I think he could get beat against bigger teams. It's more physical when he's playing wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? And I think on that same road, he's kind of small. He ain't going to be able to jam a lot of guys. But for what he needs to do, man, my hat's off to him. If he ain't in the Heisman race, it's a joke.
Yeah, they playing, especially when it's about the best college football player in the nation.
Yep.
One is that, and if you don't put him in there, you got to be out your freaking mind. You got to be out your freaking mind. So after this game, how do you feel about Colorado moving forward? Do you feel like they may be heading into the right direction, or do you feel like this still wasn't enough for you? Just a feel after this game, how they end up winning, how they won this game today.
Honestly, man, they're really getting where they're running the ball more. And that's something they were lacking last year, and that was something they were lacking the first 3 games of the year. They're really starting to work the run game in. Their defense stepped up. Their linebacking core is pretty good. Like, they're not Alabama and Georgia level, but for what they need, their linebackers are really good. If they had a defensive line, they'd be a problem on defense. No joke. I think that's a program building win right there. I think that gets the monkey off of Deion's back a little bit. The pressure's kind of off of him a little bit. They're 4-1 or 3-1, 4-1 now. And it really, they got something to build off of, momentum. They got a conference win, and they did it in a different way. They still threw the ball all over the place. Shador still got numbers, but being able to run the ball is a big deal. And their defense being able to stop a team is a big deal because they couldn't have done it last year.
I'm going to go with the Ole Miss Kentucky game. That surprised me because I just knew Ole Miss was going to go and put up 50-plus points on Kentucky, and yeah, that didn't happen at home.
So that Kentucky game, Georgia, there wasn't no fluke. College football world, there was no fluke. Kentucky is physical like that. I see Kentucky.
They are physical.
And Brandon Gibbs ain't no bad dude. He ain't no bad dude.
He ain't got nobody to throw to.
Yeah. Chip, ask you a question. What you said? Try the style of quarterback that y'all get. Let's start there. Try the style of quarterback. Carson Beck ain't no bad dude, but let's try to do a third quarter. Y'all had a Justin Fields, and we seen you made a comment about Kirby has a problem early. You made a comment earlier about choosing the quarterback from over Fields. He chose from over Fields, and I knew that was going to happen because Fromm was in the national championship the year before that. Unless Fromm would have got hurt or he just completely messed it up, he wasn't going to mess it up. But let's try going with a true dual threat quarterback, somebody that can really put pressure on you with the throwing, not just a dual threat quarterback that's just solely based on running, but they can truly make the throws and actually run. Let's try that. And the second option is not being a healthy Bama team. Y'all can always win that way. Remember 2011 when y'all when we was unhealthy? Next man up mentality. Remember?
Yep.
But change of quarterback, like style of quarterback is what I'm gonna say. Try that for years.
I agree with you. I think the quarterback they need is the quarterback that always seems to get the win against Kirby, and that's a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, realistically, the joke's always been if you want to beat Kirby Smart, you need to run it. You need a quarterback that can run the ball, and maybe they need to try a little bit of that. You know, that he may be to the point in his career where he has to adapt, just like Saban had to. You got to change things up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, y'all got Jalen Rashada over there. I don't know what the plans is for him because y'all got Gunnar Stockton as well. That's the vet. And the way we know Kirby Smart, he's gonna probably go with Stockton before he go with Rashada. When Rashada was the highly recruited guy that came and went to Arizona and left Arizona evidently he left him for a reason. Rashada is a good dude, but we'll see how that plays out as well next season.
Then they got that kid coming in, that quarterback from I think he's from Michigan. I think that's what state he's from.
Yeah, he was in the Elite 11. Ryan something. I forgot that dude.
Yeah, but you know.
And they got Puglisi over there on the side. Ryan Puglisi on the side. He a true freshman.
So there's a lot of quarterbacks there.
But
by the way, shout out to Godfather SEC Waylon. Shout out, buddy. I hope you're getting better.
Yes, sir, bro. I was meaning to shout you out too. My bad. And Icebox, appreciate you dropping in. We ain't crying about that, man. We happy. Of course, we had our little gripes, like a normal Bama fan to do. We got our little gripes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Rob, we happy with the dub. What's side? But so overall, we happy. But Kentucky though, man. Let's talk about the A&M and the A&M and Arkansas game.
Yeah.
The last couple years, that game is good as hell lately, man.
Dude, what is it? Like Arkansas or Texas A&M's beat them like 11 out of the 12 times they've played the last 12 games or something like that, and they've been behind in the game 10 times. It's a hell of a damn game every year, man.
Right. No, man. You know, Arkansas, man, that's one of them teams that you see the potential and you have high hope for them, but they can't put it together for some odd reason, brother. I don't know if it's people don't want to go to the school, the facilities, or what. I don't know what it is, but you see the potential and they just can't ever get over their hump, man. They're almost like that redhead stepchild that you forget. Like, you know, I forgot that you're my brother. I'll be forgetting about Arkansas sometimes. I remember Vanderbilt before I remember Arkansas. I do. I promise you. I'm like SEC Vanderbilt. Oh, I forgot about Arkansas. I forget about them.
I'll be straight with you. I wouldn't talk about them now if it hadn't beat Auburn. If they lost to Auburn, I wouldn't talk about them the rest of the year.
God dang. But Arkansas, Talon Green, I like that dude.
Yo,
my guy, you gotta protect the ball, bro. You gotta
most definitely,
bro. You're the reason why now these games are becoming close, or you're losing these games because you turnover. Gotta protect the ball. You almost there. Protect the ball. That's what gives all these quarterbacks freaking chances when they have little turnovers. When they have very little turnovers, you have a chance. Don't turn the ball over. Nick Saban used to say it. I don't give a damn if we. Basically, he don't give a damn if you punt the ball every damn time. Just don't turn it. Just don't throw an interception, goddamn. Right. Just don't, because you got a chance. Give your defense a chance.
Right.
Talon Green, protect the ball. That's all I gotta say to you. That's all I gotta say to you, man.
Yeah, that pair up between him and that running back that transferred from where'd he come from? You know, they got the transfer running back, I think Utah, and then the quarterback come from Boise State. Yeah. And that was a great pairing, man. In the beginning of the year, like when they played Oklahoma State, first half of that game, man, they were hitting that that zone read, and they were just tearing them up, and then bad coaching decisions cost them a game. And then they turn around in this one, and mistakes cost them a game. I mean, Arkansas realistically has been in every ball game I've watched them in this year. They've had the ability to win. They should be like 3-1 right now, or 4-1, whatever that. They should. Crazy.
Hey, Godfather SEC, we love you too, bro. Love you too, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, Waylon is down with COVID, but he texted me to make sure I'm okay with the hurricane.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen your text message, I think it was this morning in our group chat, I was like, okay, he good. Like, it was yesterday morning. Yeah, man. I hated seeing that, man. I've seen so many bad videos, like in South Carolina and Georgia and Tennessee from that hurricane. Man, it's terrible, dude. I hate seeing that. And looking like we got something else spinning up in a couple of days too. If you keep an eye on it.
Goddamn hurricane, you need to chill the fuck out because they messing with my goddamn football right now. Me and my son, we over here dying. I'm dying to see him goddamn go get after it. He dying to go get after it. And these weather delays killing me. It was cool at first because he was hurt. So I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what they do. When he got healthy, shit, I care now. Stop delaying this shit.
Yeah.
But no, man, to get back to Kentucky, like their physicality in the trenches was impressive to me. And that was our question, at the beginning of the year. Has Ole Miss fixed the fact that they got pushed around a lot in the trenches? Because they could throw the ball all day and they got great, receivers, a pretty good quarterback, blah, blah, blah. But they can't win at the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball. That's what cost them against Georgia last year, and it cost them against Alabama. It cost them again tonight. It don't look like necessarily it was fixed. And going into the transfer portal is great. We've got some great pieces out of it, but you can't build your whole team around it. I really don't think so. The guys ain't been there long enough, and sometimes I think it's showing up for some teams. I really do. You can put key pieces somewhere to try to tighten up somewhere that you got a weakness, but man, trying to build a whole team around it, that's dangerous to me.
Yeah, that's too dangerous. You see what Florida State, they got lucky last year.
Yep.
They got lucky last year. And you see how they bounced back this year. That is not the move, bro. That is not the move.
Especially quarterback. Miami, it's working for Miami right now, but let's be realistic. They lost that game Friday night.
They did.
They lost that game.
They lost that game, yeah.
But they didn't lose it because of Cam Ward, man. He played good.
He played good.
But,
both quarterbacks played great, man.
They really did. I didn't expect it. Which I did say on the show Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday when we did it, I said, them Friday games are weird. I said, I don't expect it to be a blowout.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I do. Like I said, I do this thing at work with my buddy. We bet 25 cents a game, and I did offer this goddamn week. I picked the right teams to win, but them motherfuckers saying they ain't winning by the spread. Shit.
Nah,
man. But that game I picked it, I'm like, oh fuck. I think I probably made a mistake. But I was like, no. He's like, you can change it. And I said, no, I'm gonna rock with it, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it. All the weather shit. It just felt like a weird mojo ass Friday, like a goofy ass Friday. Mm-hmm. was brewing up, bro.
I've stated this on other shows before, and I'll probably get some flack from it if there's any Ole Miss fans on there. I'm not attacking your team or you, but to me, Lane Kiffin is just like Lincoln Riley at USC. They're always going to have a good offense. The defense is, I don't trust it. They ain't as involved. They trust the DC too much. They don't micromanage, and he don't win the big game. He don't win the big game, man.
Who trusting Pete Golden? Die.
After watching Alabama, and then he come out in an article this week and said that he knows that Hugh Freeze tried to steal him away from him last year. And I'm like, steal him away? I'd have sent his own back, and I'd have said, "Here you go, big boy."
Who tried to steal Pete Golden? Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze.
His shit. I wish you would have sent him down there.
Me too. I'm tired of playing close games with them. We could have blew their ass out.
Exactly.
No did it.
Hell yeah, because there ain't no baby lube at Walmart right now. It's just gonna be a dry run.
That shit on back order right now.
Hey, yo, they said that wasn't baby oil in that bottles. That's liquid, some kind of drug that goes through you.
The datum was basically.
There's a drug that goes through your skin and get in your bloodstream.
That's why I don't go to fucking rich people's houses. Right there. Bingo.
I don't care about the shit. I like the old shit that we used to. Goddamn, a little pull up to a little small house party.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, somebody might have a couple of bills, but most of all, bring your own liquor and shit. Bring your own little smoke, whatever do you do.
If I pull up and somebody ain't outside smoking and two people ain't had a fist fight over by the cars, I don't want to be there.
I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place.
How about Kansas State? Go ahead.
Before y'all said that, he said fire Bobo, okay, but bench Carson?
That's tough.
Yeah. Did you see what this man did in the second half?
Tough, bro.
Did you not hear what the stats that Nick said, bro?
Hey, you realize 2 losses that Carson Beck has is against Bama, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, his record's pretty good.
Come on, man. And also, he got the most experience, bro. I mean, hey, you ain't feeling it. I understand. He ain't his feelings. I understand.
It's easy to focus on the mistakes. Look at what he did to get him back.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, his overall stats, I didn't realize he threw the ball 50 times in the game, and he had goddamn on 400 some freaking passing yards. That's dumb. I am not the biggest Bowo fan either.
No.
I am not. So I don't really know how to feel about that.
Keep him. I want him to keep him because he's not like he's not very creative. You know, Bobo just kind of, you know, he don't play chess, man. He just play checkers.
Yeah. He got a draw 4 card and he was like, I'm gonna save it for later.
Well, am I right? I'm ready to last. That's gonna be my Uno card. Like, come on, bro.
But you know, we put it down. Yeah. But
you was asking what game? You said Kansas?
Yeah, Kansas State and Oklahoma State. I'm so glad Kansas State beat Oklahoma State, so we probably won't have to talk about them the rest of the damn year. I'm so tired of talking about Oklahoma State. You gotta mention them because they put them in the top 25 with their bullshit rankings. But I'm so tired of talking about them. How the hell are you gonna have like seniors across the offensive line, a quarterback that's like a super senior, been in college football since like Abraham Lincoln was president, and then you got one of the best down running backs in the country, and you can't run the ball behind an experienced O-line? Get the hell out of here with that shit, man. Oklahoma State's a joke. They're gonna have to make a change. They got to make a change.
I went there running back, when Oklahoma State running back, like one of the best running backs coming into the season, like in the country coming into the season or something.
Dude, he lit college football on fire last year, man.
Yeah.
Him and Judkins was that old Miss that transferred to Ohio State. Both of them, dude, they were running wild. And how can you have an experienced O-line and can't run the ball?
Is that mullet?
It don't make no sense to me. It's the mullet.
That's what it is.
I don't trust it. I don't trust that mullet at all. I tell it, if I was AD, I say you shave that shit off, and if you don't win the rest of these games, your ass is gone.
I said part of the back and business in the front.
Like, I know, yeah, the old Mississippi mud flap, the Arkansas waterfall, you know, the mullet. But it's a ditty party, you know. It looks normal up here, but when you get in the back, it's crazy.
When you say he opened up the door and he was like, "What the hell? What on this brother?" Hey man,
like I know him being quarterback there. They're loyal to him because he's an Oklahoma State guy. He played quarterback there in the late '80s, but he played there when they had Thurman Thomas and Barry Sanders. Well, shit, I could have been quarterback at Oklahoma State. Come on. Jimmy Johnson was the coach. Get the hell out of here with that shit, man.
Two great NFL running backs.
Yep.
Hall of Fame NFL
Hall of Fame,
running
yeah.
back.
Yes.
I was trying to look and see. BYU finds a way to win again, man. People got to put some respect on them. There were people picking them to not win 4 ball games this year, and they keep finding a way to win.
One thing is, I don't know why every year BYU gets so much disrespect. Like it's
I don't
almost
get it.
it's almost to the point. Do y'all watch college football? Do y'all not realize what BYU? No, BYU is not going to be a national championship contender. No, they're not going to be a playoff contender. But they're going to play some hell of a good football, man. And I'm gonna tell you who been disappointing me. My goddamn Jayhawks, Kansas Jayhawks. They've been so damn disappointing.
Man. They have been. I was rooting for them too, man.
You heard me calling my Jayhawks.
Yeah, you know.
That makes a good question because I know all of us watch as many games as we can. So what teams do y'all root for on the side? You know, I know you don't pull for nobody like you pull for Bama, but what teams do you root for on the side that you kind of like to see have success?
Anybody playing Auburn, anybody playing Tennessee, anybody playing Texas, anybody playing Michigan. That's what I'm rooting for.
You pretty much solved mine, man. Go ahead and ask it.
Hey, everybody in the chat, close your ears. Somebody release some truths right now. So since we said it, and y'all finna be mad at me. Y'all really want to know the real truth? LSU.
You pull for LSU?
I can't sit here and lie and tell you that I didn't think college football wasn't better when Alabama and LSU was competing in the West. That ball game was special, dude. Like them Saturday nights going either to Baton Rouge or Tuscaloosa in that damn late night game, it come down to one big play. You know, it felt different. Those games were fun, man. I'm kind of with you on that. When they had old dude that used to eat the grass on the sidelines and you didn't know if they gonna fake a field goal, you didn't know what the hell they was gonna do. It was fun. I ain't gonna say he was the greatest coach of all time, but it was fun to watch. It really was.
I'm gonna tell you who one of my favorite fucking college football players is. Jacob Hester.
Dang.
I respect that. He was a hell of a player.
Hey, I still go crazy about Rohan Davey, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real, bro. I believe me, I'm real quiet about it, but this y'all first I hear me say this, but
Rohan Davey put an ass whooping on us one year that I'll never forget.
Ooh, goddamn right.
I'll
still
never
go crazy over them dudes.
I don't hate LSU. I don't like have a disdain for them. I don't like them, but I don't hate them.
There's certain teams though that you want to see do good because it makes college football feel important. I like when Georgia does good because that Bama Georgia game hits hard. I mean, just like tonight, it's a game you'll probably never forget. And you can say that about several Alabama and Georgia games. And you know, there's just certain teams like I don't care if Ole Miss does good or not. I don't really give a shit about Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's facts.
Straight up, like good or bad, I don't really give a damn.
Like a Kentucky, I care less about really what they
Kentucky, Missouri, I don't care about
I care less.
I don't even consider Missouri part of the SEC. I forget about them, and they're doing good, but I forget about them. It's just weird to me that they're even here. I don't like it.
Glenn Dorsey, one of my favorite football players too.
Oh man, Glenn Dorsey, man.
Like man, LSU has some dudes that I really like, bro.
Oh, I see somebody in the chat said Charlie Ward. Man, I remember watching Charlie Ward too. I think I was like 6 or 7, 8. That's when I really focusing on college football. I watch it with my dad. Man, Charlie Ward was a crazy athlete.
But Brittany B said anybody that be old piss. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, Peter Ward was one of my favorite guys. I used to love that dude, bro.
Dude, didn't he end up playing basketball too or some shit?
I know Charlie Ward played back.
That's who I'm thinking of. Is Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward played basketball and
hey, I'm gonna tell you about Charlie Ward though. So my dad was in the military. We are from this area. This is he's originally from the Fort Mitchell area. He originally from so he went in the military, and when he retired, we came back. When we was in the military, we was in Rock Island, Illinois. That was the last place we were before we moved back down here. They had a little semi-pro team. And Charlotte, we used to watch Charlotte Ward. Charlotte Ward played for their little basketball team. Charlotte Ward was a motherfucker on that court.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all know he went to the NBA. Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, and had a long career too. It wasn't no flash in the pan thing. Like he played a hot minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, Peter Warwick was uncoverable, dude. That dude was crazy. And hell, he was like that at the Bengals. And Fada had a good quarterback. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, for real, man. Hey, that was a jersey I had too back in the day, and I was a Bucks fan. But Peter Warwick, what they got for me, man.
Now, I got to admit, I ain't never rooted for an Auburn player. I never have. I never will.
I have Jonathan Wallace.
Your cousin.
I'd had a hard time with it. I'd be like, I hope you do good, but I hope the team loses. Like, my hate is deep.
And
I grew up with asshole Auburn fans, man. I can't stand them. I
tell y'all every time, I'm about to drop out of 5th grade because my teacher was an Auburn damn fan. And they were kicking our ass around that time, too. Like, damn school shit.
But, you know, Florida's another team that I like when they're doing good.
Yeah.
It just, like, them Bama-Florida games just hit different.
Yeah, they did.
Like, what was it? 2020, the SEC championship game?
Right.
Dude, that was a classic. It was a lot like tonight. It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it was like that for 4 quarters.
Chill said, can Bama just stop being good, please? My bad, man.
No, you good, bro.
Listen, when we did stop being good, y'all ain't take advantage of it.
Well, when Saban retired and we got the bull, everybody said it was over.
Yep. The Georgia fans wrote us off like we would never gonna win no damn ball game. Some of y'all said he would finish the year. I remember seeing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They said we was gonna be packed, ready to send to Tom Reed was telling me we was gonna be ready to send the boy packing by the 4th game of the season. This was the 4th game.
Yes, sir.
They said the lights was too bright, the stage was too big, gonna be too big for him. My cousin told me that, big time Georgia fan. I ain't even text him today. I gotta text him tomorrow, see how you doing. But they said a lot of stuff about Coach Killing the boy that he seemed like he was under control the whole besides that one bad call, even when they came back, he kept his composure. They kept playing football.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a lot of chat like when Saban retired and we was in them Bama chats. Us Bama fans were losing our mind. You know, some of us were crying. You know who were crying, Nick Jr. Some of us were crying. And them Georgia fans in the chat, man, y'all doing us real dirty, man. Like real nasty work.
Yeah,
I screenshot a lot. A lot of doggone comments. Like it's over for Bama. Ain't no way Bama can beat Georgia. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. They ain't in this show, but I got to come in. I'm calling you out. Yes, sir. I'm gonna call you out.
Listen, the world was so freaking like when Jesus got crucified, how them people was happy and stuff. Yeah. That's how it was when Nick Saban retired. Because they thought.
Yep.
I
don't understand. I don't understand it because, like, I don't root against Georgia. Hell, I want them to be good so that when we play them, if we beat them, I feel better about my team.
Yeah, facts.
Listen, my cousin, the Auburn fan, you know, he put it on Facebook. This is the happiest day of my life. Man, listen, you got 3 kids. You got a wife. But Saban retiring is the happiest day of your life.
Mm.
Your wife should be mad.
Your kids should be too. Hey, insurance money. That's all. Jasmine's insurance money.
And that's why I can't get down with them, dude. That's why I root against them so hard. That and that whole we're family shit. Man, shut that shit up. Y'all motherfuckers hate each other half the time. I see them argue amongst each other. You get a pile of Auburn fans together when they take the Georgia clothes off if they beat Alabama. Them motherfuckers be in the bushes putting Georgia shit on if we'd have lost tonight. They do that shit every time. They be like, my team lost, but now I'm rooting for Georgia. And I'm like, that's your rival.
Hold on, man. They ain't the only one. South. They ain't the only one. It's a lot of other fan bases when Alabama playing somebody, they are fans of that team, whoever Alabama's playing.
And listen, this what I tell people. I said, honestly, I'm a football fan, so I naturally gonna talk crap. I said, but honestly, y'all misery don't do me no good unless we winning. I said, it don't do me no, I care. I really care less what y'all do, win or lose. I said, I just talk jump for the moment. If we in the moment, talking jump. I said, but half the time I ain't thinking about no damn Auburn. I ain't thinking about no damn Florida. I ain't thinking about no jump like that. Cause y'all losing don't do shit for me. It don't do shit for me. Don't do shit for my team.
Oh. So
man, I got an argument in a chat room the other day with an Auburn fan. Man, what the fuck are you talking about? He just dogging Alabama, and I was like, who the fuck are you, man? So I said some crazy shit to him. I went out of pocket, I went nuts. But he deserved it. I'm like, man, you don't hear me ever really talk shit about Georgia because they're good. Mm-hmm. Even if we beat them, I respect the program. I know how good they are. I know how close that victory was. They could have easily come out on the other side of that. So I don't talk shit about them. But if you're an Auburn fan, you talking shit about Alabama, man, shut your ass up.
Yeah, I understand what y'all got going on. Realize what y'all got going on before you say anything about Alabama.
Y'all remember a couple years ago, Neyland Stadium in Tennessee beat us? Everybody rejoiced, man. Listen.
Yep.
Everybody rejoiced. I'm looking at YouTube and it was some Georgia fans. It was some ladies. They had on that Georgia gear. When the clock hit 0, they were cheering like Georgia was playing Alabama and Georgia won. Not only that fan base, I'm talking about fan bases, other, not even SEC, other. And I'm like, man, they really, really, really don't like Alabama like that. They really, really hate Alabama. We ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
We ain't
going nowhere.
Hey, you know what though? We talking right now. President Chip, I feel you 100% because I'm just thinking like, damn, y'all really can't never beat us like that for real. Y'all really can't beat us like that for real. But I can coach the motherfuckers next year and y'all probably still lose. Like I said, this is the reason why Bama fans are that way are because y'all don't live up to the expectation, bro. But in the same hand, like y'all saying, if we lose, you would have thought they won another national championship,
bro.
Yep,
bro, you would never heard the end of it.
And so you know what I got to hear now from my side with all the Georgia fans that I'm involved with. Oh, that game didn't count no way. It was just a regular season game. But if they would have won, there would have been another damn ring. They would have deserved another national championship.
Dude, Stacey Go Dogs and KB, and I got this screenshot.
Oh, KB got them $100.
She owe him. But in his chat, we were talking one night, and she was saying something about Alabama, whatever. And I said, but Alabama beat Georgia last, right? She said, oh, that did, I got the text right here. I can send it to you. Oh, that didn't count because I screenshot it. I said, what you mean that didn't count? She said, no, that didn't count. But this game on September 28 count. Now I want to do the count now.
Well, I'm going to be straight up with you. I've learned 2 things tonight. Never doubt Milroe and never talk shit to Rise Up because he keeps receipts. So if any of y'all are watching and listen to this, pay attention.
Call me Petty Pendergrass. I am Petty, okay? With a capital P. Yes, sir.
Petty Pendergrass, that shit.
Hey, like 14 in the chat, and I appreciate y'all. But I hope y'all enjoy it because it's constantly been there 14. But y'all when y'all come over here on this side, this is what it's gonna basically be. We just gonna be kicking it, we chilling on the porch right now. We just talking
Yeah, man, we ain't got no plan. We just chilling.
Yo, we're gonna talk about Bama football talk, but we like to just talk football too. So when y'all come up here, this what it's gonna be, not just the Bama Joe. We discuss what we're gonna discuss for real the first part, but we like to talk about it all. Some of this might veer off the other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right. Yeah, I just sent y'all boys a text.
I just seen it.
It was a screenshot.
He damn sure did.
I told you. I screenshot. Because I'm coming back. What I said, spin the block. I'm going to spin the block.
He spin the block so much they think it's Minecraft. Look at him.
So the SEC game doesn't count. SEC championship game don't count.
That's some dumb shit. Every
But a
game.
regular
I don't give a damn. Just like I said, one loss ain't gonna put Georgia out, but the game still counts. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Like you said, Van, in the beginning, you like, we'll see him again. Shit, I hope we can avoid that shit. Hey, and the reason why, because shit, I can't. I'm like, y'all, I can't. I don't think my heart can keep taking this shit.
No, bro.
You know what they man?
Dude, this one almost felt like more intense than when we beat them in the national championship game when Tua threw the damn touchdown. This almost felt like, as far as how it felt, I was like, dear God. Because, when we scored that last touchdown, man, there was still 2 minutes and something left, and I was like, oh, shit.
There's too much time on the clock.
Man, you know what scared me most, even more? When we score so damn fast, I'm like, oh, my fucking God, man. Can I get a drive? At that point, I just want to drive down there and kick a field goal and end the shit at 0-0. And we throw a ball around. We was excited, but I'm like, well, we ain't take no time off the clock.
No. Same way, man.
Then when Xavier Brown caught an interception, and then I told my son, I said, put your hand on my heart. My heart just I'm like, this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense at all.
I'm gonna be square with y'all. We were talking in the group chat, but I'm sitting there watching the game with some family. I cussed enough to send 6 men to hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And yeah, I cussed everybody. I cussed the water boys. I cussed every damn body. But that's just how it goes for me, man. Because man, when you up 30-7, that damn it. You got to build on that in the second half. Now, don't do me like that shit. That damn third quarter was miserable.
How y'all don't even know how mad when we be struggling and going through shit. I get mad at nigga Saban because they point the camera at him. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing there? If you don't want to coach, get the hell on. I
said the same thing. I feel like I know him. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. But I'll be hating on him. I'll be like every other damn commercial. And then they're gonna show him up in the press box, and and I'm like, look, he walked away. All right, we didn't fire him. We're showing him. Damn it. I threw my hat so hard one time, dude. I thought I was Nolan Ryan. I threw that.
Hey, I been like, God damn it, you getting paid to advise? Get out the damn advise, motherfucker.
You advising.
Advise your ass out of that booth, tell them how to play for defense. Yeah, hell yeah. I said everything, dude. I told my wife at one point, I said, look, I usually don't criticize the players individually. I said, but fuck it, they're getting paid now. I started naming names. I was getting pissed off.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, I be like, shit, you out here prancing around with Pat McAfee and shit. Damn it, you got time to coach, motherfucker. What the hell you doing? You fancy with it. Terry Saban, Miss Saban, she the damn guest speaker. You getting fancy that motherfucker.
Dude, I see some Georgia fans clowning her so bad. I couldn't help but laugh. Man, I couldn't help it. They were clowning the shit out of her, man.
Her prediction came true, though. So
Yeah, we better start talking about Miss Terry for Terry Young on the kick her ass. I'm telling you, I believe those two have something going on.
I said the same thing, dude. You still talking about it. He's been in the NFL for 2 years. I'm like, dog.
Like, shit. Terry Young, you're going to have to get your ass off because Nick Saban going to beat your ass. You keep up here. Your wife feel like this.
He going to hire somebody out of Memphis to take his ass out.
For real.
I hadn't talked to Rags in a while. I might need to hit him up, see what he up to, man. I ain't talked to him in a while though.
He do a video every now and then. He don't drop like he used to.
Hey man, that's what I be telling people, man. Like I give it up to people like Smooth, Bama Standard, them guys over there, cause people like me, I gotta work, and I know Rags is the same thing. You gotta work, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? Just jump out there on the limb and just try. This is why I applaud them for especially Smoot for Smoot that jumped out there and be like, shit, I'm doing this.
Right.
If he finds 13 minutes of free time, he made 3 videos out of it. Shit, man. That dude, he knows how to micromanage his time.
Damn right. I'm like, I ain't got that time because I gotta work and I'm gonna put that family time in, goddamn. So
you got to.
Right.
Man. I ain't kidding you, man. I'm thinking about the damn game. I'll lose my shit for a little bit. I ain't lying to you.
I had to got to the point where I had to stop testing because I'm like, I feel exactly what I feel, but in my head, I'm like, we're gonna win this game. I don't know how, but we're gonna win this game. Them motherfuckers went up. I'm like, oh shit, man.
I'll be honest with y'all. I ain't see the Ryan Williams the last touchdown. I had turned the channel.
I seen that, but the 5 minutes before that, I was outside with my dog, man, smoking. I didn't even want to look at it. Felt like they were scoring at will. I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, man, we can't stop shit. But at the same time, that's the dumbass in me because the poor defense been on the field so much in the second half. I'm sure they're tired as hell.
Yep.
You know, it's hard to think about that in the moment. You just think, stop them, damn it, stop them. Shit.
But, you know, our guy, Brown, stopped him at the end when it counted the most.
That's all that matters.
Hey,
I heard an NFL coach one time. He said, "I don't care if you throw 3 interceptions in the game, as long as you throw 4 touchdowns and get the win." He didn't care.
They got Jameis Winston to get that memo when he was with the Bucks. One year, they were like, why you don't like Jameis Winston? He threw like 30 touchdowns. I said, and the motherfucker probably threw 30 interceptions as well. What the fuck we talking about?
That's one of the craziest damn seasons I ever seen in my damn life, man. I remember Favre had a weird year like that too. You know, the welfare champ, the one that ripped off the state of Mississippi. I remember he had a year close to that. Favre's had some weird years.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, Favre.
But Winston, yeah, you see him out there squinting and shit. And I'm like, oh hell. He ain't gonna see the safety. Boop, interception.
Exactly.
I seen in the chat where Chip said even if the Falcons beat the Saints tomorrow, he ain't gonna be happy.
But you know what? I got mixed feelings about that because I'm a Bucks fan. I hope it be a time both of their ass lose.
Hey, me being a Falcon fan, some shit like that can happen. Something like that can happen. Trust me.
Honestly, I'd rather for the Falcons to win because my son he a weak ass Saints fan, and I understand I raised him a little bit wrong, but hey, responsibility for that shit. So
the Falcons frustrate me. I ain't even a Falcons fan, and they frustrate me.
Yeah.
Now, how you gonna go out and get that tight end when you pick an odd position like that and make them your first pick, and then you don't make him the main focus of your offense? What the hell are you doing? Trade him to somebody that you're using.
Right.
Yes. Trade on somebody that'll fit what you're trying to do more or something, but don't just have Kyle Pitts over there wasting his fucking good years away, man.
They'll do it.
Same with that running back out of Texas. I've seen games where they just abandon using him. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? That dude is dangerous with the ball. I don't understand it. Drake London, that wide receiver, shit, man, he's cold.
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of feel like a Falcon fan tonight watching this doggone game because 283. That's all I'm thinking. Like,
I'll never forget that. Never forget that
losing
game.
We losing them. I felt like the New England game. I swear to God, I did. I'm like,
I'll never forget when Hightower hit Matty Ice, man. He fumbled. You could just feel that game. It just felt different after that.
That damn Edelman, man, I can't stand that man catch. He just made catches that don't supposed to be caught. I'm like, how did he catch the ball?
Hey, so when Cole Adams made that catch today, that's who I felt right there. I said, "Oh, we got us an Edelman, bro."
Got us a Lad McConkey.
Yes, Jamarcus Shepard called him Mr. Reliable. Got there this summer, and when he made that catch, I was like, because it wasn't the best throw. He threw it behind him, but he was able to readjust his body and catch the ball. We need somebody clutch like that. Like, this is what I say all the time. Basketball, you need you a white boy that can shoot the three. That's just what it is. And in football, I need me a white slot receiver that gonna catch the ball all the time. I don't give you damn 24-6. I just need you to catch the ball when you throw it in your direction.
Hey, you ain't saying nothing I don't get, man. When I see a team with 2 white cornerbacks, I'm like, they better get burnt today.
When I see a team with all black offensive linemen, I'm like, this is gonna be a shit show.
Crazy.
Shit. Y'all need to play defense. I need those guys over there on the sideline to be on the offensive line. Shit.
Exactly.
Hey, dude, I remember when there was a gap of like it felt like 20 years when I hadn't seen a white damn cornerback for real until one got drafted out of Iowa this year. Last one I can remember was Jason Sehorn.
I was just about to say that. Jason Sehorn.
Straight up.
Damn straight.
Somebody tried to bring up to me one time. They were like, John Lynch. I said, John Lynch plays safety, and he was just a come downhill. He was a guy that was gonna come downhill and kill you.
Yes, sir.
Damn freight train. Man, he would rattle people. He reminded me so much old dude that played for the Niners back in the 80s. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The one that cut his finger off in the playoffs.
Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott. That dude was an animal.
Ronnie Lott.
Hey, Jack Tatum he was stupid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatum. Another was a linebacker.
You remember when Tatum? This was before my time, of course. It was before you probably before both of y'all's time.
Oh,
but
yeah.
when Tatum hit that guy and crippled him, they said, "How you feel about it?" He said, "He shouldn't be in my field." He didn't give a damn, dude. That's an old school mentality.
So
you remember Bill Romanowski?
Oh
yeah. For the Broncos.
Psychopath. Yeah, when he was at the Raiders, he punched his damn one of his damn coaches in the face and like caved his face in. Like he was crazy.
God damn.
You talking about Bronco Steve Atwater.
Oh, Steve Atwater was a man. You remember when he hit Christian Okoye? Nigerian nightmare, dude. Like he really looked like he was gonna be the next Earl Campbell, but faster. Right. And shit.
And see, this is what about NFL, because talking about them dudes is the excitement I got for NFL. Talking about them dudes, it ain't the same feel about these guys. So somebody made a comment. I forgot who it was. They made a comment about Beck earlier, said he can't read defenses. Well, tonight, the reason why it looked crazy to him probably at first, because tonight he was displaying some NFL type shit that a lot of NFL quarterbacks are struggling with tonight. Mm-hmm. That's why that probably shit looked crazy as hell. Beck probably looked crazy at first to that shit.
Dude, when we were disguising cover one and all of a sudden the safety come back out real. The Vikings are doing that right now, and they are jacking quarterbacks up. Quarterbacks don't know left from right the way they're disguising their defense right now.
And so that's why I told my son, I had to tell my son, I said, "Hey, bro, get off that phone, bro." I said, "You gotta watch football to get better." I said, "And these are the games you gotta watch." I said, "This is a small NFL guy." I said, "Too much talent." I said, but when they was doing that, I was explaining to him. I said, that's why the quarterback play is so mediocre, because these are the looks that they're giving people in the NFL that doesn't see the shit in college. That's why Dick looked at like he was struggling at times, because that shit is difficult. And I had to get, like I said earlier in the show, I gave him props when he made the good throws. I'm like, oh shit, he threw that shit right between them. I said, damn, I can't do shit about that. But he was looking crazy because shit, he was throwing to places where he didn't see nobody, and they just popped up there. Popped up there.
I know we just freestyling right now, just talking about whatever. Did you see Michael Irvin on the sideline at the Miami game last night?
Yeah, I saw him.
That man was jumping, sweating, and yelling, boy. I thought he gonna try to get back in the game.
And see what happened was, before that, earlier that day, he texted me, asked me, do I still got that Miami plug on cocaine? I said, boy, I said, what is you doing? Somebody asked for a friend. Yeah, I bet.
I used to make that joke all the time. My dad liked to watch the Cowboys. I was like, look at it. He gonna snort the sideline and go out there and catch a touchdown. Look at it. It's the same. It was the same back when Darryl Strawberry was at the Mets. It looked like he was trying to sniff the baselines, but man, he was good. I didn't care what he was on. That shit killed me. Because I know you watch a little baseball. Man, everybody got mad during the whole steroid scandal. I ain't give a shit. Trust me, if I could afford tickets to go to a baseball game, I want everybody juiced up. I want them to hit that ball 800 feet. I don't give a shit. Give me something to watch.
Damn right. I don't want to come to that bitch and that bitch 2-1.
Right.
Everybody, damn Pitcher had a hell of a day. Fuck that. That's just water.
You remember 98? You remember 1998 when it was Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa battling all something? Shit, that was one of the funnest baseball seasons I ever remember.
That home run derby was so lit that year. That home run derby was so lit that year. Hey, but I used to tell people about that steroid shit. I'm like, man, look, that shit don't help with hand-eye coordination.
No, hell no. You can give me all the steroids you want. I ain't gonna hit nothing that's 101 mile an hour. I promise you.
Oh, what up, Dexter? My bad. You had dropped a comment earlier talking about K-Law. He got hurt.
What's up, Dexter?
And you did bring up a good point, because, man, listen, K-Law, he's so key on that perimeter when they blocking, bro. When they get out there, he's so key to that. And, man, that's what I try to preach to these young receivers, bro. You ain't getting the ball blocked. Put somebody on their ass. Because I said that shit going to get you a scholarship just as well as catching the ball and scoring a touchdown with, bro.
Right.
I'm glad you brought up the blocking, because we saw Jam Miller kill a man tonight on live TV.
Man.
Oh my God.
It was one of the hits. Did he get killed, or the other dude killed him and it just looked like he got killed? Because that collision was
very possible. But when that helmet come off, man, his eyes was this big.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
He needs some milk.
Damn it.
Sure.
One time my daughter was outside and she was on the scooter. She was going super fast on the scooter and she fell. And my stupid ass then, like a father should do, run on the baby. Are you right? I said, oh, somebody, she needs some milk. I said, oh, my bad. My bad. You okay?
Hey, I'm guilty of it too. If I see somebody fall, first thing I do is laugh my ass off. I can't help it. I'm gonna go try to help them, but I'm gonna laugh a little bit first. I can't help it.
Man, hey, do I tell people, man, I said, man, the Lord, he a funny dude. That's what he said. I said, this man gave me 5 kids, bro. I like, he really left me responsible with 5 kids. I said, bro, I'm a big kid myself. A lot of stuff I can't help it. I see the humor. I see goddamn. Oh my bad. I do gotta be serious, don't it?
Oh man, it gets me too. My kids will say stuff they really don't need to. Sometimes I'm just like, first thing I want to do is laugh, and I'll look at my wife, be like, you gotta handle it. I can't. I'm gonna be in that pocket for a minute. I'm trying not to laugh over here.
I'm sure enough of this.
Hey, I'm like Sam Jackson on what was it?
Pulp Fiction.
It was the Eddie Murphy stand up.
Oh,
It wasn't Delirious.
Raw.
Raw on Raw. But at
Yeah.
the beginning, you remember at the beginning they had that little skit and the little boy told the joke and sounded like, I love that dude lines. Everybody else appalled. Sure.
I forgot about that, dude. Man, I just rewatched Harlem Nights the other day, man.
Hey, Harlem Nights funny as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Man. That movie's quotable, man. Red Fox so damn funny in that shit.
Well, shriveled up the side of a cocktail.
He said, I gotta be on blood pressure medication after that. Hey man, that's so crazy. Like, just think back, man. I just knew I was gonna get on here and pop my shit like 45. Knew I was gonna be able to do it. I like, God damn it, y'all making this shit hard for me.
I was on the opposite end of that because I didn't know we were gonna go live. And then when you said something about it, then I looked and then we was losing, and I thought, shit.
Hey, I told y'all, if we would have lost, I was like, shit. I was like, man, we'll do this tomorrow if we can.
Listen, because at first we were texting, we were like, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, so we're gonna keep doing our We ain't gonna cheer. We ain't gonna brag.
I think it's when we went up 21-0 or 28-0. And Jam Miller made that block that we was talking about, and then Milrow went around the corner and was just gone. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk too much, but that was a damn good block and an even better run by Milrow. Like, I wouldn't even celebrate it. I was just like, it was nice,
Ken said, just wait till we have grandchildren. Oh my God, I bet that's gonna be even more hilarious. Because
that'd be my kid's problem then, so I can just laugh and do whatever.
Yeah, there was I ain't gotta do the stuff I got to do with them.
Listen, grandchildren are hilarious. So my grandson had to do homework the other night. And my wife told him he couldn't watch TV till he got through doing his homework, right? So he finished up the homework. And my wife said, all right, you got 30 minutes an hour to go watch that idiot box, right? That's what she called the idiot box.
Yeah.
I go upstairs. He come upstairs. He don't see me, but I hear him. Idiot box, here I come.
He didn't care what you call it. He just wanted it when it was done.
Oh, bro.
Right, I don't give a damn what it is. I like it. I've been one time my kid, when he had that, it was one of my kids, he asked me, he said, can you help me with my homework? I looked at him like, if you know what the fuck I did in the school, you wouldn't even be asking me that.
You ain't lying, dude, because I swear, man, like, I don't even think I might have went to half of my senior year. I graduated and all, but man, I found every opportunity to get the fuck out of there. Like,
man,
listen, you would see me first block. I'm like, I gotta go bathroom, and then you wouldn't see me again. I was gone.
Man, it wasn't nothing for us to goddamn not go, or check ourselves in like we goddamn grown as hell, like we some adults.
Right, man. They got new mail. I don't know. They got some stuff called new mail.
Hey,
I didn't like the old man.
It's so funny when it comes to the math because I remember I used to ask my grandma because she helped me, and she was like, "No, baby, we didn't do that. We did arithmetic." So now with the new math, that's how I feel.
Yep.
We didn't do this. We did arithmetic. That's how I feel now.
You know what part of our group chat I wish everybody would have been in on? We could have got a video of, and that's when we was talking about when Shannon Sharp went live on IG accidentally. His damn comments, dude, I was reading, I was crying.
Hey man, I don't care no I say that was some bull because
Michelle.
What it takes for you to go live on Instagram, like
he bullshitting. He done heard all the rumors because a lot of people say, "Oh, Uncle's a little spicy" when they see that picture of that green suit with that man purse. Everybody was like, So he did that shit on purpose.
Yep. Submit to me.
That man was harder than entry level calculus.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Man, did you see where I watch him in Ocho Cinco's show sometimes at night when he goes live. That shit's funny. Ocho Cinco's funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the first person that called him was Cat Williams. He said, "Well, you ain't gay today."
Oh
Cat
man,
Williams crazy as hell, man.
yeah,
Man,
That's
that's
2 o'clock in the morning, fellas. We're here in Georgia time.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean 1 o'clock there.
true. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for being on here with us though, bro. Like,
Yes, sir.
I know I'm tripping.
Shit, I'm still fired up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because just like my man Bama Talk said, Bama won, Auburn lost. Such a good day.
That's a good day.
Such a good day.
Oh, yeah. If Notre Dame would have lost, I'd have really been happy.
My man Chip still going through it. I think he's gonna cry in the car.
He already cried.
He come in here, he gonna be quiet, but when he leaves, he be talking again.
He be talking again.
He said Bama is a nightmare. Hey man,
Chill.
Hey, Bama's been a nightmare for me a couple of years, especially from like 2000 to 2004.
Exactly.
Bama was a nightmare for me. Good God.
Exactly. Chip, it's gonna be all right, bro. Just first of all, it's a game, man. It ain't, you don't get paid.
This some real man tears.
Hey, listen, bro. But listen,
I'm gonna be straight with you. I ain't about to cry on no damn football game.
me neither.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Serious.
Yeah, they don't pay my bills.
yeah, my son got to be in.
All right. Listen, Phil, I'm about to get off this thing. I'm about to go to bed.
End the show, man. I appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight. If y'all this far, y'all know we were just rambling, just talking, because this is what we do. But we talked about the guy in the first part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you came in late, check it out, rewatch it, give it a like.
Yeah. But overall, congratulations, Alabama. Congratulations, Georgia fan. Hey, y'all a good team still. Ain't no way y'all fought back at the end. Honestly, all Dog had just said to me, he said, be honest, you didn't think we was going to come back like that. Be honest with you, I didn't think y'all were going to come back like that. I expect y'all to come back and make adjustments, but I didn't expect y'all to come back like y'all did. I didn't expect them to let that happen like that.
Right.
I would say they let it happen like that, but y'all impose y'all will, and they're just setting up for a goddamn scary season for whoever faces Georgia out there, in my opinion. But I like the way my Alabama Crimson Tide is looking. It's still a learning process for this coaching staff, for this team getting together, and I thought we on the right path, and I expect great things.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And take all your frustration out, Georgia, when you play Auburn, please. Just take it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Exactly.
Overall, man, I appreciate y'all for coming on with me again.
No doubt, bro.
We ain't gonna have no show tomorrow. This is what this is for. I got some training to do. I think Van got some things to do. I got some training with my son to do. So, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I might try to drop a little video by tomorrow, by Sunday in the morning or in the afternoon or Monday about my final thoughts about the game. So, y'all look out for that. And I got that keys to the game yesterday. I think I did pretty well on that shit too, man. A video about that. I think I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We about to check out. Link up, baby.
Link up.
I don't give a piss about nothing about the time, baby. Blitz.
Roll Tide, baby.
And we out.
We out.